What's good, people? We are back in action. Check it out. It's the 7th of December. So that means that the festive season is now fast approaching. And while I can't be with you guys all personally, giving you gifts individually, what I can do is give you the gift of knowledge and intel that you guys can use, take to the markets to get to the money. And that's exactly what we are going to do in this video. People, it's Sunday. We're going to do what we do every Sunday, and that is putting you guys on the path to victory as we get ready to kick off a brand new week, people. Got a jam-packed one for you guys coming up, but check it out. Santa came early once again to myself and the team this week just gone. If you guys are wondering who's the team, Sankey, the team is made up of people just like yourselves who've taken it upon themselves to immerse themselves in this amazing world of options trading that just allows them to get to the bag. Come take a look. Let me show you guys Tony's results, right? Tony is one of the OG members from the team that got into our play from this week. You guys can see the legend ran up 50% in profit. As a matter of fact, come take a look at my POV of my trade. That same trade, you guys can see running 5 figures in profit. If you guys know anything about me, we ain't stopping here, right? We're taking this higher, much higher over the course of the week coming up, people. And that being said, I'm going to make sure that you guys have an opportunity to get into this same play and run it up with me in this week coming up, people, because you guys can see we're up about 5 figures, but we're taking it to damn near 6 figures by the time we close out this week coming up. All right, so better yet, you guys, there's a link down below. You guys join the team. Once you guys get into the team, say, listen, Sankey, I'm in the team. I've arrived. Put me in the trade. I'm going to put you guys in this very same play this week coming up. I'll make sure you guys get amazing entry. Make sure you guys get amazing exit. All right, people. But as I told you guys, listen, we've got a jam-packed schedule coming up for this video because listen, next week is going to give a lot of action in the markets. Next week is going to be an opportunity to get to the bag. I'm going to show you guys a couple of plays that we are interested in, all right, doing the business on next week. All right, so let's get cooking on these plays. Take a look. We got none other than Alphabet. You guys can see this is running hot at 321 bucks, people. Now, going into a brand new week, we are on call option watch, okay? All these plays, we're looking at call options, but I've got to let you guys know. Doesn't mean I'm going to take every single one of these plays. No, I'm going to make sure that I get into the best of the best of these plays at the best of the best times, okay? Because there's 2 things you need to be hitting success in the options market. The first is the play and the second is the timing. You get both of these 2, you're on for a win, all right? So Alphabet is one of these plays that is going to be hype on the watch list, hype on the radar going into next week, all right? But let's just take a look at that week's action. You guys can see we're seeing a series of what we call higher highs, higher lows, okay? So this thing is trending nicely to the upside. I'll let you guys know, listen, ain't stopping here. The momentum is continuing in this name. We know the market isn't done pushing this higher. We know this has still got room to rise. And if the way you're going to capitalize on that, okay, a movement 5-10% higher, people, it's not to go ahead and buy the stock, it's to get into these call options. Because listen, when you get into these call options and the stock moves 5, 7, 8, 9, 10%, listen, best believe those call options are running 100%, right? They're going to give serious heat. That is how you guys maximize everything the market has got to give you, all right? Dominating over in the stock market, but listen, don't forget about the options market where you can go ahead and run it up a couple of 100 percentage points on a play. That's the first one. Let's take a look at the next one. You guys can see one of our favorites, Hood, 331 bucks. Now you guys can see on the last session, it was a down day, all right, down about 3.74%. But I'll let you guys know, if you look at the month's action, you see this is rebounding nicely. They ain't done pushing this high. This has got room to the 140s, the 145s with ease, okay? So this sell-off, just a natural course of action when it comes to the market. So again, we could be running options on this thing next week as well, okay? This is a name that, this could be the only name we run options on next week. We will see. As a matter of fact, when we come out the gates Monday morning, I'm going to see what the market gives to us, see what intel, additional information is delivered, and then use that information to make some real strategic, optimized moves after that, right? Come Tuesday, come Wednesday, and best believe myself and the team, we will be capitalizing on whatever the market has got to give us next week, just as we did this week just gone. All right, so Hood is another incredible opportunity. But check out, we've got AMD in the building. You've guys thought I forgot about this one. No, I have not. You guys can see this is what we call a flat week. Okay, you guys basically opened the week the same price it closed the week, 216.55, 216 and some change. You guys see it close out the week of 217 and some change. Okay, so no movement. This is what we call sleeping beast in the markets, people, right? Because once they start re-energizing this name, once this name starts getting moving, best believe they're going to send this back to the 230s, back to the 240s. Okay, and that move, if you capitalize in that in the options market, that's a game changer right there. We're talking hundreds of percentage points. All right, and you know who's going to be cleaning up on that? Myself and the team. All right, in fact, we've already got a play locked and loaded on this very name. All right, we got the intel, we got the moves, we got the price points. We're looking to take advantage of this, but I just had to come put this one on your radar so that, listen, in a week's time, week and a half time, when you're seeing this at 230, 240, just be like, oh, Sankey told me this was going here. All right, so giving you guys that heads up on the name. Check out Palantir. All right, $181. You guys can see on the week this thing was giving heat. I told the team that at the start of the week that we are going to see this thing rocket high, or it might have been back end of last week as a matter of fact, but you guys can see this has started to play out. But I'll let you guys know they are not done pushing this higher. If you look at the month's action, this thing has done what we call the great resurrection, okay, because they sent this down to the 150s, and I told you guys as it was sliding, you want to be active, you want to be participating, because you're gonna see a rebound in this name, and that's exactly what we are seeing right now. Currently $181, but if you think that it's done here at 181, you guys are most certainly mistaken, okay? Because this has room to the 190, people. All right, that's a big move higher, all right? Especially if we are talking about the options market. Just remember, guys, any move you're seeing in the stock market, 3%, 5%, that is magnified multiple times over in the options market. Okay, a 5% stock market jump is a humongous return potential in the options market, and that's why we participate in the options market. That's why we love it, because what we do is we get into the names, like we get into some of these quality names, right? We get into the names that give action, and we get into them at optimum times. That's why I come on here all the time and show you guys, listen, we just ran it up 75%, we just ran it up 100%, we ran it up 150%, because we're taking advantage of all of these moves, right? Week in and week out. And listen, this next week coming up is going to be no different. I want to make sure that we are closing out this year the same way we started this year, in sensational fashion. You guys already know we've been on smoke every single month this year, and we are not stopping here. Right? We are making sure we close out 2025 on a high. I'm taking all of you guys with me. Let's get to the next one. None other than Nvidia. Again, a name that isn't getting too much recognition at the moment. Okay, you guys can see again, look at the activity on the week, slowly ticking up, right? But by and large, nothing too crazy for Nvidia standard on a weekly basis. So again, when you see plays like this that are going through this dormant stage, okay, not too much activity, just ticking along, I'll let you guys know this is often a preceding move for an explosive subsequent move after that. That's exactly what's going to happen with Nvidia, right? So we know that Nvidia right now is 182, but listen, don't be surprised if next week you're looking at this thing and it's $195, people. Do not be surprised. Just be like, yep, Sankey told me it was getting there. And when it does get there, just know that myself and the team, we've locked in sensational profits on that move. Again, we are locked in, ready to go on Nvidia, all right, next week in the markets, people. Let me show you guys another one. Take a look at Uber. This thing is currently 91.45. All right, I want to show you guys that month's action. You see, this is what we call a rebound. All right, rebound from the lows, rebound from the trenches, people. And you guys know we are specialists at catching these plays in the trenches and riding them all the way up. Okay, 91.45, plenty of room in the tank, people. We're talking they could easily send this one to the 95s, easily send this one to the 98s, and we will be there, all right, to ensure that we are reaping the rewards, making hundreds of percentage points on the way up. And let me remind you guys, if you're wondering, how do you make hundreds of percentage points from a move from 91 to 95? You don't do that in the stock market, people. No, the stock market is only going to give you 5% on that move. You use the options market for that. You capitalize on these call options, and that is what we do, okay? And that is how myself and the team, we run it up big numbers week in and week out. And if you guys aren't already participating with us, please do start participating with us. I want to see every single one of you guys win. And that being said, people, to round out this video, all right, before I forget, I dropped a strategy video in our team, okay? Because not only do I give them the plays, I give them the intel, the knowledge, the tips, the tricks to go with to ensure they're leveling up inside and outside of the charts. If you own the team, make sure you check out this banger of a strategy session, okay? Because when you do that, let me show you guys what it looks like. You get results like this, right? Check out one of our members in the team who there doesn't miss a play, doesn't miss a video, doesn't miss a piece of content over there, and you guys can see the incredible results he has achieved. 9 out of 10 in his last place. It doesn't get any better than that. That being said, people, make sure you're with the team. Link down below. Hit the link. Join us. As I said, when you pull up to the team, just message me over there and be like, Sankey, I'm in the team. I've arrived. Put me in the plan and make sure I get back to you with the details. People, that's been the video for this one. I'll see you guys on the next one.